All right, here is VEN, VeChain. And on a daily scale, you can see the waves. One, two, three. Wave four does not overlap with one, so that's okay. And then five. Early wave states that after five waves, there is a correction, a retracement. Quite often, that correction goes to the level of the prior wave four, and it has gone this way. I don't think this is the end of the correction. It's too quick, way too quick. If this is the end of the correction, it'll be highly unusual for an altcoin to do such a very quick correction. The reason is because it does not have yet the liquidity maturity that coins like Bitcoin currently possess. And what I mean by liquidity maturity is it is very widely held. It is listed in just about every exchange, has a very high market cap, buying and selling of quite a few blocks, large blocks of coins does not take a long time. The bid to ask spread is not very wide, and so on and so on. So VeChain does not have the liquidity level. So that means every correction has to be, or every near vertical rise has to be chewed and digested for a long time. However, a bounce is clearly likely. And if that's what's happening, let's take a look at a high degree of resolution. So if we go to the 4 hours here, we can see that this whole thing could be an A. There's a couple of ways of labeling this, and there always are more than one way to label a particular pathway. Why is that? Because technical analysis is not based on a certainty principle. It's based on probability principle. So here, likely label could come as A, we could do a B, and a lower low to a support zone around here. That's clearly one way to label the ABC. Another way to label it is to say, okay, maybe the ABC is done. Sure, absolutely. Nothing wrong with this. Does this mean that this is the bottom of the correction? Probably not. This correction will probably bounce, but it can go sideways for a very long time. And that sideways action could become maybe a triangle from here, or any one of 36 possible combinations of pattern and waves. But what is quite likely, whichever way it goes, is that more time has to be given, more time has to be eaten. This rise has been pretty strong. So whether it goes sideways here or sideways up here, it really doesn't matter as long as it can eat more time. This whole thing could be A, B, C, D, E. Or could have a W, X, Y, X, Z zigzag. Combinations are notoriously difficult to label. However, given that VeChain does not have the liquidity maturity, it will more likely then go sideways to eat more time. This is not most likely the correction. We could have a good bounce, very good bounce, and then it may go sideways. More likely, maybe into March or into February. Does that mean that Bitcoin cannot turn up? No. During the September and the July of 2017 corrections, Bitcoin turned up first. And while Bitcoin was going upwards, many of the altcoins were still going downwards for a couple more days or a few more days or longer. So again, I don't think the VeChain correction is complete. More to come. It will take longer than what time has been taken, about 36 days or so. All right, thank you, and I hope this has been helpful.